It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That is Iron Maiden from the Seventh Son release with the Evil That Men Do. Going out by request to rock roll in the chat room.
Well, there you go. It's a little Maiden for us.
Yeah,
huh?
I thought it kind of fit in with Blind Guardian.
Sure.
Kind of had that same in that same vein. So we want to thank Hansi from Blind Guardian for being a part of the show. Short but sweet interview. Had a good sense of humor. I could tell that when you were trying to trip him up there with your trick question, you realized his English was a lot better than you anticipated.
Yeah. It was the first time ever that it didn't work.
Yeah. So he's, what? Could you repeat that? What the fuck are you saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Nice recovery, though.
Yeah, I always have another question behind it, but...
Sure. Well, I liked his Lemmy answer, though.
Yeah, he sounds like he doesn't even know who Lemmy is.
Well, he knows who Lemmy is. He goes, well, Lemmy loves Germany, which is true. He says, so I'll go hide when he's around.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll go hide somewhere.
Yeah. Seemed like a nice enough guy. I mean, I'm not a huge fan, personally.
Right.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't listen to it. It's one of those type of bands.
Sure.
But nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy. I like him. He's good. And I tell you what, I like these guys who are now doing their interviews via the Skype.
Oh, yeah. That's a big improvement.
Especially when they have a good mic as well.
Mm-hmm. Good mic and a good internet connection.
Yeah, and they don't, it's not all tinny, and they're not using one of those, one of those cheap mics that you buy in the blister pack from Walgreens.
Right.
So, yeah, it sounded good. I like guys, because there's nothing worse than trying to struggle through an interview where a guy has a shitty phone connection.
Why are you going to bag on George Lynch this way?
Well, you know what? I've spent a lot of money to make sure the CMS studio is the best it can be.
Sure.
And, I've got a good phone system here and good audio setup here. I mean, obviously, I've done a few upgrades between yourself and myself, in the last couple of months.
Right.
And obviously, interviews are still a part of what we do here. Mm-hmm. And it's just easier on us, and it's good for the fans if they can sit there and listen to an interview, and it's actually pleasurable to listen to instead of going.
I know. I hate when we get bad cell phone guy that's on a tour bus.
Right.
Those, as soon as I hear that, I'm just like, you know what? I don't even want to do this.
Right.
I just really don't. Like, I know I'm supposed to be interviewing Max Cavalera here pretty soon. And I just know it's going to be on a tour bus because he's always on a tour bus.
Right.
And I'm like, if he's on the tour bus, I'm not even going to use it for the show.
Sure.
I'm going to throw it on Spreaker and be done with it.
Well, I liked Hansi. He had a good internet connection. He had a good Skype connection, had a decent microphone.
Yeah.
So guys who can do that kind of stuff, it's almost as good as having them sitting right here in the studio doing it live.
In fact, it's better because we don't have to fucking get them food, water, or pretend that we like them.
True. That is true.
We can just be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. Bye. Click.
Exactly. Exactly. So there you go. If you're a Blind Guardian fan, their new CD is called, what is it? Behind the Red Mirror.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So go get that if that's your thing.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. It's got some good driving tunes on it.
Yeah. See, you're more into that than I am. I'm just not. There's something about that music that just sounds like it's the soundtrack to every fucking battle scene in that show Vikings.
Yeah. Well, you like that. You like that show, though.
I like that show, but I don't know that I want to listen to an hour's worth of battle music.
Right.
That's really what it comes. If they gave me 30 seconds, like they give me 30 seconds of battle, I would love it.
Sure.
But then I got another 49 and a half minutes to go.
What is the subtle difference between Helloween, Iron Maiden, and say like a Blind Guardian?
Who are the bands?
Helloween, Iron Maiden, and then a Blind Guardian.
Helloween and Iron Maiden are a bit less riff driven, where if you play any of the Blind Guardian stuff, it's all it's all riff. Where Iron Maiden does a lot more, Iron Maiden and Helloween, because they're just a clone, you know, they do a whole lot more where they let the bass line and they let the rhythm section kind of power the songs a little bit more. Mm-hmm. It's a subtle difference. Iron Maiden does a lot of songs that way too, you know, that are definitely, you know, gallopy.
Yeah, they're very galloping beats.
You know, and you know what, I can take it in stride. Like I'll be honest, Iron Maiden is not a band that I go out of my way to listen to like 3 hours straight of Iron Maiden. And I'll be honest, I get bored at their concerts because I do find a lot of their songs to be sort of the same.
Repetitive.
Yeah. I mean, especially the newer stuff where every song is 8.5 fucking minutes long. It's like, Jesus God, really? You know, it's all half versions of Rime of the Ancient Mariner.
Right.
You know, but, you know, I mean, Helloween, you know, I love Helloween. Helloween is just kind of a little more Queensryche meets Iron Maiden than Blind Guardian meets Iron Maiden.
Right.
If that makes any sense at all.
Sure. Well, I think you know, as far, you know, where I'm concerned, I think the most disappointing release aside from the Blaze Bayley years was that last Iron Maiden.
Final Frontier?
Yeah, because it was just long for the sake of being long.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been 10 to 15 minutes shorter if they would have cut some of the intros down. Because it just seemed like they extended songs just for the sake of extending them.
Yeah, it was dull. It was definitely dull. And I know you liked it. I didn't really care that much for the Matter of Life and Death. Or was that what that was called? The one that you went and saw where they played it?
Yes, they played the entire CD.
Yeah.
It was okay, but I liked the one before that.
That was a Matter of Life. That was a Matter of Life and Death. What was that one? Iron Maiden. See, all their new ones just kind of mush together.
Yeah, because they don't stand out.
Right.